Hi, beautiful people. This is the 5th module, the 10th lesson of the course called Release the Spring of Light Within. So let us start up talking about the life forms on Earth. What is out there? From the momentary point of view, you need to know about 3 types of souls living on Earth in physical body. Later on, we will elaborate on the wide range of the entire population. However, now it is all we will talk about. First, let us talk about the reincarnated souls. I am sure all of you have heard about reincarnation. Let us see what it is. Earthly life has been in existence from the beginning of the first sun age around 22,250 earthly years back. It means that there are souls who have been here for as many as hundreds or even thousands of lifetimes. Through reincarnation, of course. Like everything in the universe, reincarnation follows the laws of physics. Initially, every soul arrives here for one life to learn and evolve. The physical body and the emotions attached to it are great teachers in understanding earth, water, and air elements and their interrelations. When everything is cleared, closed, and learned, the soul remains or becomes light when the end of earthly life is nearing its end. If not, major cleansing is needed. In every religion and belief system, there is some kind of purification to keep the soul light and therefore fast, to break through the dense aura, the magnetic field of the planet, and arrive back to the place of its origin. However, these methods, such as the last rite in Christianity, are not equipped to deal with the complexity of the laws of physics. If the load is heavy, powered by deep hatred, bitterness, anger, and frustration, the soul becomes overloaded by slow energies and will not be able to make the journey further than the out of the physical body. These souls stay in between 2 planes near the ground, and sometimes they make certain earthlings' life miserable by appearing here and there, making strange noises and move objects. We usually call them ghosts. Ghosts are trapped between the physical plane and the space beyond Earth. To remove the heavy load of karma, they need to solve situations which connects them to other earthlings. However, this is only possible in the physical body. To get one, they need to reincarnate, and to come back here, they need to pass over properly. It is the situation when a ghost buster is more than welcome. Not the way they work in the films, but a powerful light worker would be able to raise the frequency of the floating energy to give it the well-deserved freedom. So it would rise above and be able to pass through, and then reincarnate again. I just want to add here that it is a bit like the floating people we have on Earth. Many, many, many millions of floating people are around. They are trapped between the two realms, and because they don't touch the ground, they cannot go up and down. They cannot go anywhere. They are just trapped. So in case they want to proceed with their lives, they have to come back down to earth, put their 2 feet on the ground, and then from there go up. It is the same thing, really. So let us get back to reincarnated souls. Reincarnating souls are between the two extremes. Since they are not very heavy, they are able to make the journey up the outer aura of the planet we call the Shambhala. On arrival there, the soul would look through its life to see the milestones, hindering and furthering events, and to draw conclusions from them. As the last duty in the life of the soul, the spirit guides are there to help evaluate and make plans for the next descent. Apart from getting rid of karma, the soul will agree to perform some kind of service to the universe. That is what we call the life path. Considering these duties, the soul needs to choose the country and the family to born into. It is the time when the gender is decided also. It is vital, for gender determines the basic behavior pattern of the soul and its views on the whole. The prior objective is the karma. It means that if the other person who is connected to the karma is still on earth, the soul is bound to find a place with close connection in order to give the chance to both of them to clear the load. Sometimes the karma is carried to the Shambhala by only one soul. Although initially it is given to 2 persons, one of them might have been able to clear it during the same lifetime. In this case, the soul has wider possibilities to choose from to support the second most important objective, that is evolution. Before descent there would be a new agreement with a new set of spirit guides to match up to the next life. Life path is always part of the evolution. One has to have certain knowledge to understand the value of the path, let alone walk it. Souls on the verge of reincarnating have pretty good idea of the rules, laws, and regulations of earthly existence. As everything, the information hinders and furthers their choices. Those with more courage and eager to take up a big chunk of the road to enlightenment would choose the new and more difficult circumstances, like ethnic minority, poverty, and even terminal illness to learn and teach. Others might want to take it a bit slower, find a place with more certainty and structure. Both of those choices are lottery tickets. At the moment of birth, the soul forgets the task and all the contracts signed in the Shambhala. Depending on the family upbringing, the religion, education, and other factors, The new earthling will receive flashbacks and might remember bits and pieces. With education and versatile interest, we receive keywords to open fires in the subconscious and gets nearer to the knowledge that waits for discovery. The third category is the group of the new souls who has never lived on Earth or any of the Earth-like planets. They do not understand, and as the result, do not agree with all the man-made rules by which we are forced to live life. Since they are karma-free from prior lives, their aura have indigo hue that turns into silver from time to time. That is the reason why people started to talk about indigo children back in the 70s and beyond. Later, the silver was explained as crystal, diamond, and star seed, just to mention few names. The great majority of new souls do not have fear, for they somehow know that the soul is immortal. The rest are very much afraid and retreat into depression type emotional disorder. There is one more tiny group of incarnated souls among us. They are workers who have certain duty to perform here, such as to bring important messages, teaching something, and also learn in the process. They come down for one lifetime and they don't carry karma, and they come and go whenever they are needed. Exercise. I remind you that souls born after the 14th of February 1972 are new souls, and those born before are reincarnated or incarnated. According to this date, you belong to either category. Observe your ways of understanding and reactions. Compare them to the other group's behavior pattern. Submit 20 examples. As you know, all exercises have to be jotted down in your diary. And of course, if you want to submit it to me, you are always welcome and we can talk about them. Lesson 11, the light within. Everything in the universe is matter. As such, has structure, a chemical blend, and physical data like speed, frequency, polarity, sound, smell, taste, color, and substance. Regardless of the data, every matter projects a light of some kind, not all of which is visible by the naked eye. As matter evolves, its statistics change. Evolution can go both ways, down or up. On the way down, the matter gets denser, and the light it projects out would be smaller and darker, for it will have more earth and water elements in it. When evolution goes upwards, the matter gets lighter with air and fire elements. Light is represented by the element of fire. It filters in from the macrocosm, and based on the law of likes attract, it finds a sparkle to feed. The greater the sparkle is, the better chance the fire has to connect. As you remember, fire depicts knowledge. That is why it is used in every religion, shamanic work, and healing in the form of bonfires and candles. I am certain that during this course, you have received few information or lessons which made you think. It is time to feed the sparkle within you. So you will never stop asking questions until the jigsaw puzzle of the universe is complete and you will have a strong knowledge base to rely upon. Time comes when you arrive to the understanding that everything happens for a reason, and everybody always does the 100% of his and her abilities at every given moment. This realization will change your lifestyle and understanding and your mindset. I want you to use your intuition and figure out in which energy center, means chakra, the sparkle is within you. Name the chakra and let me know. It is your first self-evaluation of the many to come. Self-evaluation is a very delicate matter and not at all easy. Although we talk about a lot of things like self-assessment and self-discovery, I let you on in a secret. You cannot possibly discover yourself and you cannot assess yourself because you are going to do it in the comfort zone. And the most important assets you have is hidden for you. So you need to have somebody to get you out of the comfort zone and look at yourself from the outside. That is not easy, but you have to learn how to do it. And one day you might be able to do some self-assessment and self-discovery, but I always think it is a much better idea to get to your peers and ask a friend who is studying the same thing to help you out, or your tutor. I am always here. Believe it or not, I would help you if you ask me to. So thank you very much for today. I am very grateful that you were here, and we'll talk again. One more time we get together when everybody will be here and you can ask me questions about the Release the Spring of Light Within course. See you. Take good care of yourself. All the wonders.